listening to the Street Cat Sisters, a weekly entertainment podcast.
I'm Jess.
I'm Boo.
And we are
The Street Cat Sisters. And we are unscripted, uncensored, and undomesticated.
Okay, now wait. I am married.
No, you're still feral.
Oh, fair enough.
You're still very feral. Me, on the other hand, I've accepted it.
And that's kind of how we got our nicknames, our spirit animals, where I'm the raccoon. I am short, chubby, dark circles under my eyes because I can never sleep. I'm possibly rabid. Possibly.
No, that's Possum. I am Possum because I am socially awkward. And in social situations, I quit. I'm done.
You play dead.
And I play dead. I play dead quite frequently. So, it's what I look forward to the most in this life.
And we are, just for anybody who's curious, we are biological sisters.
Are we?
We, unfortunately.
Wait, time out. You've always told me growing up that I was adopted.
Okay, that's not exactly the story I told you. If you're going to bring it up.
Bring it up.
What was the story?
I'm a Cabbage Patch Kid.
That is not what I told you. Where are you from?
Pluto.
How did you get here?
Okay, look.
How did you get here?
No.
Answer the question.
I tripped on a rock and landed on my head.
And that's the story how Boo got here. I guess this story really starts where... So we got these matching tattoos to recreate a photo that we recreated.
A recreation of a recreation.
Basically.
And we got it because I wanted you to choose a matching tattoo for your birthday. Finally wanted to get it, and that's... What was your idea about that? Reasoning behind that?
About wanting to get a matching tattoo with you?
No. What was your reasoning about getting the possum and the raccoon in that form?
You're right. The original idea was for us to get the treble clef, bass clef heart on both of us because I was in the band and you played bass for 5 minutes.
It was 4 years, thank you. 4 or 5 years.
I think it's because we fully embody the raccoon and possum.
And that is our spirit animal, so definitely have to get it.
When was the first time you were or your tattoo was acknowledged or recognized?
About a week after I got it. It was recognized at a restaurant actually here in town. I went on lunch break and I went to go eat. Someone at the restaurant was like asking me about this gang that I'm in. It's like, honey, I'm not in a gang. Apparently there is around town that you and I are in a gang for the street cats.
That's not the only time, though.
No. About a few days, went back to work, told a coworker about it, and he's like, street cat gang. And it's like, wait a minute. Are we in a gang?
And then I started getting recognized at, like, grocery stores.
Yeah.
For the raccoon possum. And it almost felt like we had started Fight Club, like just like Edward Norton had no idea that he'd started it. Like that's exactly what it felt like.
And people even now talking about, the street cat gang, more people are coming out and be like, yeah, can we be a pigeon or a rat or a skunk?
Polecat.
Polecats. Polecat around here. But yeah, a lot of people are asking us if we need like names for them. And if they, they want to join our gang. And
I welcome any street animal that wants to be a part of it. Bring on your tired armadillos and...
Which I think armadillos are just armored possums. Take a look.
Yeah, I agree. They are absolutely adorable too.
Yeah.
So bring me, yes, your tired armadillos, your wayward polecats, and your
rats and pigeons. Welcomed into our gang, into the street cat life, and you are welcomed, you are loved, and you're accepted.
Okay, so of course now all of our listeners are a part of our unofficial official street cat gang.
Yeah, everyone around us are. You're accepted. This is first meeting. No, first meeting of the gang. No, just go out there and love somebody today. No.
I think, I don't know about you. I always felt like we had a psychic connection.
Yeah, I mean, I understood about the second time it happened of our psychic connection. Of okay, maybe there's something going on.
So the first time it happened, I remember we were young. I would say we were very young, and we were at a grocery store, and I was sitting there looking at, like, you know how sometimes at grocery stores they have like a little toy section. I was standing there looking at something, and I'll never forget. I was just thinking to myself, it'd be really cool if Boo was like right here, so she could see it, and
Huh.
you showed up like immediately, and you're like, "Did you call?" And I was, "No."
No,
It freaked me out, but
it
it was like
sounded
you
like
read
you.
my mind.
But usually when stuff like that happens, I'll say it from my end. It sounds like the intercom at Walmart. Like you didn't catch half of it of what they said, but you caught your name for it. So it's like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Am I in trouble? Is this?
So when I think about you, you get an intercom going, "Boo,
Yeah,
boo,
yeah.
boo."
Actually, yeah. It's quite bothersome.
I am so sorry.
It's
No,
like,
I'm not, because there was another time that I was not at home. I was 4 hours away, staying a week away with some other family, and I was an angsty teenager, and I remember writing in my diary at the time that I wish Boo would call me right now. And I swear, the moment I put the period at the end of that sentence, the phone rang.
yeah, and it was Boo.
My hero.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're very lucky. I feel very lucky to have you as my sister.
I mean, likewise. I mean, I'm very, very blessed, I guess you could say in that term, that to have you as a sister. I mean, no one else could I be this silly with or this weird with.
I think the thing about us is we've always been each other's safe space. We have always been one.
Not always.
Okay,
We had to learn and grow into that relationship, like every single relationship we as humans do.
yeah, we have always stayed close.
Yeah,
No, we've always been close. Growing up together, and then
learning in our adult lives, living growing into our adult life, we've grew
we
into.
appreciate it now.
Yeah,
There's an appreciation now I have for the relationship I have with you, Boo. That I'm
I don't
very
want to sound
lucky.
mean, like I'm not like jumping on it so quickly. I mean, there was a lot of things we had to learn about each other, and I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was rough, bits and pieces, but we always came back to each other, as the friends should, and a lot of it was my fault, a lot of it was your fault, but we always put our differences aside. And
No, we're just. I think we're actually just normal siblings. Like, we're gonna be mad at each other, but I'm. Are we gonna forget why we're mad at each other in a few minutes and then be like,
laughing again,
"Yeah, I love you, Boo." Like,
and be like corn dogs, and we just giggle, and
that
just
doesn't make any sense.
I don't know if I should say butt corn or something like that, and it'd just be like, what would like one of us will tell each other a joke, trying to forgive and forget kind of thing, just to make the other one laugh,
Well, I think we have a very similar sense of humor.
which is
We're
very.
trauma bonded.
Oh no!
We're trauma
Oh
bonded.
no!
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, that is the most dangerous kind of bonded, I think, because we've lived through it, the trauma, and just yep, this is my trauma bonded.
But I've always had you to be somebody I could always be myself with, and I've
Yeah,
never feared being judged by you. And you're not a judge. You don't judge people.
no,
You're the embodiment of. You want to get to you need to get to know somebody before you judge them.
I live by one quote only, and it's be like Dolly. That's how I want to live, is be like Dolly. She loves everyone, and so that's what I want to try to live, is what Queen Dolly would think.
The one thing I've taught my kids is to treat everyone with love and understanding. And
which it's like be like Dolly, but in your own way.
Well, I can't just say be like Dolly to the kids and they'll just be like, okay. Like, they're not going to understand that. But treat everyone with love and understanding.
And if they have a problem with you, tough titty.
No, yeah.
That's
a Dolly quote.
Tough titty.
No, I think it also works really well because your love language is gift receiving, and I'm such a pampered princess.
You got that wrong.
Oh, no, okay.
My love language is gift giving.
And I'm
just a giver, you know?
And I'm a princess, and I just love giving, and my love language is receiving gifts, so it just works out.
Yeah, I mean, it could explain why I get my heart broken so many times, because I'm just...
We're not going into your love life. This is supposed to be an entertainment, not a depressing thing.
You know what? It is depressing. So let's move on.
But at the same time, like, I'm glad that we have been like the camera for the other person, since we've experienced so much weird things that I don't think happen to normal people. I think the things that happen to us don't happen to normal people, and that's where this podcast came from.
Well, yeah, and people just asking to record our shenanigans.
We get into things that I don't think happen to...
Well, that's because you're a raccoon and I'm a possum. We get into things we're not supposed to.
That's facts. Rules were meant to be broken. Don't tell my kids that.
I'll tell your kids that.
You do tell my kids that.
I do tell your kids that. Flea-bitten raccoon.
I love my feral children.
Your kids are more feral than you are.
These Gen Alpha, I can go on and on about how they're the honey badger generation, and all three of mine embody that, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah, that they're feral, or that...
Yes. But that's kind of where the idea for the podcast came from, is... Yeah. We've been witnesses to each other's shenanigans and the weird things that happen to us.
And a lot of times, the weird shenanigans that happen to us with both of us together, we both see it. And no one around us sees it either.
Yeah, we're always the witnesses to something strange. And it's our eyes always go to the same place wherever we're in a room. Like, yeah, it's
the
weird.
Same weird spot in the room.
Like, if I didn't have you to back up the things that I've seen or things I've been through, I would have been insane. I would have gone insane.
I've seen them too.
And I would have just go
insane.
Thank goodness.
Throw some glitter, make it rain.
Thank goodness I've had you to witness, because I would have lost my sanity by now.
Yeah, speaking of sanity.
We don't agree on everything.
No.
But we've always respected each other's opinions and always asked the other one's opinion on...
Yeah, if you're going to ask me about my opinion, I'm going to say what you need to hear.
I'm the left brain and you are the right brain.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear with a piece of glitter.
We're two halves of a whole idiot.
Two halves of a whole freaking idiot.
And that's where our podcast is going to go. We have to start. We have stories from childhood all the way up till, the things we're getting into today. I think and I'm excited to go through like the holidays and like Halloween in the month of October. Tell me we're going to do spooky stuff all October.
Yeah, that's definitely on the game plan for us, is going through the month of October, giving you a couple episodes just based for Halloween. And then we'll give you a Thanksgiving.
Oh, we have to have a whole birthday episode for me. No, I'm kidding. My birthday's in October, so that's why it's the most important month of the year.
Yeah, for real. And the month of November, we'll give you a couple episodes of Thanksgiving.
Definitely the month of November and December is definitely time for some stories.
And we'll do a birthday
No,
podcast for my birthday
No.
of December. Okay, hold on. Let's
no,
talk
I'm
about that.
no, I'm kidding. So for October, we're definitely going to do some scary, getting on some spooky episodes, telling some stories where we lived in haunted houses. We'll have a special guest for the month of October. My birthday is in October, so I'm super excited for October.
And then come November, we will be talking about Thanksgiving, and that's Charlie's birthday is in November. And so we'll definitely talk about family during the month of November.
And then December, of course, Christmas, and another important day is our local possum's birthday, Boo. Come the new year, though, we could definitely
Come the new year,
the new year, we'll talk about our opinions on wrestling and other sports and
hockey and foosball, which is not the devil.
We'll definitely take also topics if anybody wants to hear our opinions, which I couldn't imagine they would.
So that's what we're going to get into in the new year. If y'all want to send in like what we should talk about, we will post our email and how to get a hold of us on the Facebook page and different outlets.
We could just say our email address on air. We could always be reached at streetcatsisters@gmail.com.
Yeah, or you could send a handwritten letter via pigeon.
But I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this, and I'm excited to share a lot of our stories with our Street Cat gang. I'm excited to relive some of our story together, Boo.
Yeah, and definitely see our input about that. You know, looking back at it and what we've gone through together and our entertaining outlook on life.
Well, thank you so much for everybody for listening in to our first episode. I'm sure it'll be smoother as we get used to reliving our stories.
That's me.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
You know what? You think I'm hilarious.
I do. I think we're hilarious.
We're hilarious. No.
Oh, wait a second. No, you're not going to sit there and say everything you write on your social medias. I told it to you and you stole it. I'm going to announce that right now that all of your jokes I wrote.
No, not all of them. Not all of them.
You're right. What you did to your hair, that one was not on me. I just heard
Listen
you.
here.
I just heard you.
Listen here, you little shit.
We are the Street Cat Sisters.